Welcome, everyone, to the Aflac Kickoff Classic and a showdown between two squads that call the southeastern coast of this country home. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. He'll bring it out. It's Keith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Dropping back, it's Drones. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
They'll go to the ground. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. It was against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The give to the left side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Right back to it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day 1, game 1. Make that first impression.
Firing to the right, complete. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one in there at the 35.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
To throw, it's Sellers. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play. Right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Pressure coming. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just dribbles to the ground.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. On the move, it's Stewart. Across the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Fires on the move. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Dropping back, it's Drones. Fires to the big fella. And the Hokies have enough for the first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Selden. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Hokies want to move quickly. Last season, Kyron Drones really didn't play to the level he or Virginia Tech expected for him. Jesse, what does he need to do to return to his 2023 form?
It's consistency and avoiding the negative plays, avoiding the turnovers, making the throws you're supposed to make. There is no question physically, Kyron Drones has all of the tools. You think back to a year ago, if that Hail Mary stands against Miami and they get that win, maybe the season ends differently for Virginia Tech. This is a special talent. He's got to be more consistent.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Pulls it in, it's Stewart. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. That's reeled in, it's Stewart. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Overton. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Drones. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Oh, man, did he turn that one loose and fired it into the teeth of the zone.
And you know as a quarterback, Reese, when you're throwing it to the perimeter of the field on these curl routes, you've got to have some heat. You've got to have arm talent to get that ball out quickly into the hands of your receiver before all those defenders can get to it. Man, this QB's got a pick.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Everybody and their brother showing blitz. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
To the air, it's Drones. Why not trying to get it in? He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. He wants to throw it. Just a little off. Incomplete.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the 1st quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. They go to the ground. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. And after 1, we're tied 0-0.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And the Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely.
1st and 10.
Looking to throw, it's Drones. Grabbed in the middle, it's Overton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Hokies will hustle to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Moving away from pressure. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing and understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Moves away as he feels pressure. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the 1st down.
And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top again. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
And the Hokies are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's drones. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
Hunt is on its way. Was looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top. Takes the easy completion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Showing the arm strength to the left. Makes the grab on the big throw. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Oh, they're after him. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
As a defense, you got to start reading the tea leaves, right? Like, what are they doing to try to attack me? That's back-to-back deep ball shots. This is an offense. They're trying to stretch the field. The defense has got to make sure they're paying attention.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Steps away to find some room. He'll take another shot here. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smooth.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains. And when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Bringing the heat. And as he throws,
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The Hokies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for a man, it's Drones. Quick strike complete. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. And the Hokies in the hurry-up.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. They'll go to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Throws to the tight end. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. Really effective concept against the zone there. It helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a good corner route. You can tell. Sticks his foot in the ground, quarterback puts it up there. Know he's got zone. Know he's got the big fella. He goes up, catches the football, makes the big game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Scanning the field, it's Drones. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
It's a scoreless game, but it feels like after that completion, that may finally break. It's been tough sledding for both of these offenses. That time, they had the matchup they wanted. They took the shot. Really nice throw. Maybe that's the play that generates the first points of this game.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Hokies! They grab the early lead.
That's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Clemson was able to finish off a close one in Death Valley today. They did just enough, both offensively and defensively, to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete. They hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, at this juncture of the game, obviously the offense has struggled. No points up on the board. You're at the end of the first half, and you're just trying to make something happen. That time the quarterback thought he had a guy open way down the field, but again, the defense in perfect position, and that thing falls incomplete.
They'll need about 6 here on second down from the 20. Back to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Gamecocks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Gamecocks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires. Got it in the middle, it's Harvard. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
To the air, it's Sellers. Dances away. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And that That is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Might be calling a hot route. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Touchdown Gamecocks. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, obviously, this has been a defensive struggle the entire first half, so how big was it for the offense to score a touchdown in the last possession of the first half, get an opportunity to tie this thing up going in at halftime? I think we can expect a lot of the same here in the second half, but no doubt, huge for their confidence offensively.
And the extra point was good. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's Holloway. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to pass, it's Drones. He lobs one high down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors at our halftime update. And the Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it, make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
And the Gamecocks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Sellers. It's caught downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. The receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now, Lenora Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs like throughout the season, especially against Clemson ending the season last year. But to me, it's the passing game. It's the staying on schedule. It's knowing his answers and making the easy play sometimes. Continue to evolve as a passer with that big, strong body. Now, you better look out in college football.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
Drop play, quarterback keeps it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Gamecocks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. A little screen to the running back. Turning it on! The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
The Gamecocks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
To the air on second down. Quickly complete. Touchdown, South Carolina! And that one will put them up here in the second half. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. He does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw, it's Drones. He'll take a deep shot here. Holds it in on the left. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The Hokies are in the hurry-up. On the run, it's Overton. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Might be looking to run. Got a man. It's Green. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking for a man. It's Drones. Throws for the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
The Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chain. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. QB draw. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, South Carolina.
They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Looking to pass. It's Nolan. They'll run the screen. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Past the first down marker and still running. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a man. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And down he goes, trying to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back has it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. Dropping back, it's Nolan. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. They'll try to slam it in. Just couldn't nudge it across for the two-point conversion. They'd hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the fourth.
South Carolina, 19. Virginia Tech, 14.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Heath. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Will take over first and 10.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Here's the Heat. They get to him as he throws. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
Back to throw, it's Drones. Scrambling away. Throwing on the run. He holds it in, and nobody's close. They finally get to him, but what a play down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play, 1st and 10 from their own 49. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense is trying to put the defense on their heels. On the second play of the drive, they completed a big one. And on the third play, they take another shot. Didn't come up with that one, but wouldn't surprise me if they tried again here.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Caught over the middle. It's Overton. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Defense wants to bring the heat. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. The Gamecocks want to crank for tempo.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football. And we got 3 timeouts. Let's use it wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
To keep it on the ground. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Offense facing fourth down.
One for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down.
And the Virginia Tech offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Let's see if this offense comes out swinging from the first play of the drive down late. Looking downfield, it's Drones. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points, start thinking about what plays I like.
Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. This just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Makes the grab. It's Overton. Still running at the 40. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up, trying to confuse the QB. It's not working there. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Back to throw, it's Drones. He's going up top here late in the game. Got it in stride at the 15. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Hokies!
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And they did tack on the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Dropping back, it's Nolan. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. Off and running. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes.
And it's blocked. Now he can return this. Past the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. He takes it the distance, and you can give him 2. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper was a bolt of lightning, a touchdown pass from 84 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Overton. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on first down. He wants a big play here late. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
To throw, it's Drones. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had him. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Wants to throw it. Under fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Green. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, and pull off the big upset.
Second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the back. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
It'll be third and long. Dropping back, it's Drones. Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Gives it on the option. Runs through the tackle. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
I love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. You know the defense is expecting you to run the football, and you just did it the previous play. So on that third down, you dial up the play action to keep the chains moving.
The Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Offense set on first down. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come